happen. Like, why? Okay, we're good now. Big oops. I have no idea what happened there. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. I think I yelled too much, which is weird. Like, I didn't expect that to happen. I might have to put my mic further away from me, which, yeah, I have no idea why. But what we missed, if you clicked off during the bad crap, is that Darby Allin eliminated Dela Cruz, and now the final person is Obafemi. So back to it. Yeah. Alright, now Darby Allin just trying to throw it to Obafemi. As fast as humanly possible. Darby Allin quite literally playing the mind games. Coffin drop. That could be it. But no, Obafemi kick out at 2. Now, Darby right there, head first onto the canvas. Now top rope, Darby Allin, coffin drop but came up short, and now the ruler will try to take control, but no, Darby Allin not letting him have it. Now, knockout punch. He heads to the outside. German suplex. Now, again, trying to do something there, but Darby Allin stopping him dead in his tracks. Crossbody from the springboard. Cover. But a kick out at 2. Once again. Darby not able to put Obafemi away. But now a spinning neck breaker. Springboard, Hurricane Rana. Seems like Darby has Oba's number and then some. Oba now on his feet, hoisting Darby up. Snake eyes directly. And now Oba trying to possibly look to put this away quick and easy. Should go for a straight up right. But not able to find it there. And now look at Darby. Darby now. Going for the cover on Obafemi. But a kick out at 2 once again by Femi. Now look at this. Darby Allin hoisting him up to try to get something done, but not enough power to take down the Nigerian giant. Now, Darby, coffin drop! Cover! And just like that, Darby Allin winning the gauntlet match and a #1 contendership to a title of his choice. But what a gauntlet match to start out SummerSlam. Hello and welcome to Joseph De La Cruz. And congratulations, Darby Allin, on picking up the victory. Right here, the sit-down slam. Almost had it right there, but then Darby Allin coming in, and these two put on a clinic. If Darby Allin's going to enact his number one contendership, we can only imagine that these two will find themselves once again. But then, pulling out the unthinkable, Darby Allin coffin dropping Obafemi off the map.
Here is your winner,
Congratulations, Darby Allin, as we now head to our very first title match of the night. And here we go, as I said, first title match of the night.
This is an extreme rules match, and it's for the ECW Television Championship.
Television Championship on the line as one of the most interesting matchups of the last few years comes into fruition as the scum of the earth, the man that's better than you and you know it, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, walks upon an ECW pay-per-view arena. I'd never thought I'd have to mutter those words. But here we are to see MJF battle it out against Karrion Kross. As we saw last week, we got to see the in-ring debut of MJF pulling out one of his better matches, showing people that he is here to play no games. But let's see if he can do what a lot of people think is impossible and take out the television champion. And here he is. Of course, accompanied by Scarlett. Karrion fucking Kross has arrived in Vancouver. Title around his waist. But can he defend it? The challenge in titles in professional wrestling is winning it, but then most importantly, defending it. But Kross doesn't seem phased, of course, accompanied by Scarlett, even more confident than he otherwise wouldn't be. So let's see if he has what it takes to call himself champion. Seems warmed up, seems ready. And that is what it's all about, the blood-covered television championship. So we now go down to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, MJF. And his opponent from Sin City, weighing in at 265 pounds, the ECW Television Champion, Karrion Kross.
You're passing off the title. MJF getting a good look at it. And now hoisted up for everyone to see. Here we go. MJF. Karrion Kross. Summerslam television title officially underway. And Kross wasting no time trying to add in some brutality. MJF was able to get out of there only for a moment. But Karrion Kross, this will be interesting. Karrion Kross, one of the hardest hitting people, a bruiser and then some. Right next to MJF, a man who can pretty much get out of any sticky situation and make it into his own. Now throwing himself over that top rope. Hitting into the midsection and answering with the stiff left. And now again, just the kicks from Maxwell Jacob Friedman and reading up on some Liam Rogers moves as he does the drive-by. running around, trying to do what he can. But Karrion Kross, one step ahead. Now throwing him over. Well executed. Now a steal of the table, possibly cutting up the back of MJF. But now the sledgehammer on play, and right there into the midsection, as Scarlett trying to tell off the referee to do his goddamn job. Karrion Kross taking the sledgehammer directly to MJF. And a suplex meets him there as well. Throwing him back inside the ring now. And quickly, Kross. I don't know if he can jump that far, but he's sure going to try, and he conceives. The elbow drop to the spine, cover now. So you can only imagine the steel of that table poking up into the back of MJF. Now a roll-up pin from MJF. Roll-up pin from Maxwell. Doesn't seem to get any of it. Trying to go for an axe handle, but came up short. And now Kross will give him something to complain about. Now, what is he trying to pick him up? And now, crossface, straight jacket from Karrion Kross. But MJF, as I said, able to get out of a sticky situation. And let's see if he can make it into his own. Look at that, the Scarlet just took that padding off. And now MJF using it to his advantage. Moonsault by the scum of the earth. Try to go for a clothesline. Karrion Kross misses. Now MJF throwing him into the ropes. Try to possibly go for an overthrow. Didn't get much of it. Now Kross throwing. Trying to throw MJF into the exposed turnbuckle, but got a taste of his own medicine. Now what happens now? Karrion Kross will finally use it. Snake eyes on the exposed turnbuckle with Scarlett clapping on the outside. Kross, like everyone else, sees MJF as the scum of the earth, so the trash can has been brought in. But now these two going shot for shot, strike for strike, blow for blow. They know how much the television championship means. Kross attempting to successfully defend it. MJF trying to win it. Going back and forth. But Kross finally catches him, but so does MJF. And now these two stiff rights from each man, trying to fight for control over this match. And Kross getting a good shot. And now, almost like clockwork, final prayer! Cover to retain the title, but a kick out at 2. The fans chanting for Fight Forever, but they definitely might do so if they're going to have resiliency like this. Now chucked over onto that steel trash can. MJ got a second one. Here we go now. MJF back to his feet, but at what cost? Right there, now Kross trying to go for something done in the corner, but MJF catches him, trying to get a lineup. But now look at this, Kross once again. Second time's the charm, final prayer. Cover, Kross to retain the title, and he does. The scum of the earth has been silenced, and Cross continues to reign supreme. What a match for Karrion Kross. First successful title defense. But we got to give credit to Maxwell. The fact that he was able to go under such harsh punishment and still stay in the match for as long as he did speaks volumes. We hope to see MJF in the ring soon, but knowing him, he'll probably take some kind of hiatus. And here we go. This is what everyone thought was going to do it. After that shot for shot, the first final prayer right in front of Scarlett's eyes, as a matter of fact. But it just wasn't enough. So this, right here, Cross planting German suplex onto and collapsing that steel trash can. Dodging MJF's attack and then hitting the second one. That is all it took for Cross to retain and continue to call himself your television champion.
Here is your winner, and still ECW Television Champion, Karrion Kross.
Whoever his next opponent will be, better look out. Here we go, our first women's match for the Women's Money in the Bank contract. And it seems that Canada, a storm is here. Jade Cargill is here in Vancouver.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Jade Cargill.
We received word from ECW General Manager CM Punk that Maya Rogers was contractually obligated to defend the Money in the Bank contract here at SummerSlam. The same would be said for the men's Money in the Bank contract holder Adam Cole, but unfortunately he is out due to concussion testing. So he was not fit to compete here tonight at SummerSlam, but the women's one will still stand as Jade Cargill was picked to verse the bad girl, Maya Rogers. And there she is, Demolition's own Maya Rogers in full force.
And her opponent from Sydney, Australia, May Rogers.
Maya Rogers, contract in hand. I was able to have some time with Maya before the show started, and I asked her the question that we've all been wondering on the top of our heads. Why do you have the contract when one of your faction members is the champion? And she said, to put it simply, I hold this contract so no one else can. I hold this contract to protect Perez. What a way to go about your career. But now there's a threat in the form of Jade Cargill, as this match now officially has started. Now Jade Cargill getting thrown around. Here we go, sorry, technical difficulties, but now Maya wasting no time, taking it straight to Jade Cargill. As we know, Maya Rogers, known as the enforcer of Demolition, the person that will get things done when none of the other ones will. Now taking it straight to Jade. Straight into the side of the skull. Trying to get Jade to get up. Throwing her directly into the ropes. That drop kick will send her down. Now sledgehammer. Cover. Cargill kicking out at one. Maya's not letting anything slide. The strength of Maya. Full force, but now Jade finally getting some momentum. Trying to possibly use the sledgehammer, but Maya stopping her in her tracks. Holding that, a package pile driver. And now going to look for some weaponry, getting out that large ladder between the announce desk and the lip of the ring itself. Now back into the ring, and now Jade trying to get something done with a reversal from Maya. Clothesline will quickly send her down. Again, using the sledgehammer. But Jade now possibly trying to use that ladder for herself. Throwing Maya onto it. But instead of jumping, possibly at risk, having a moment to take a breath. But how well is that done? As Maya getting back in and a body drop to Jade. But now look at this. Now look at this. Locking in left on red. Locking in left on red in the middle of the ring. But look at Jade Cargill. Shots to the face to stop the submission from really locking in. Now throwing away. And now to honor her father. Trying to go for a payday. But look at Jade Cargill reversing the momentum. Trying to find any signs of possible chances for it to attack, quite frankly. Now lifting her up. Power bomb. Sitting power bomb right there Jade Cargill now off the ropes. Double axe handle to the back of the skull of Ms. Money in the Bank. Thrown into the ropes, and I tried to go for a big boot, but Maya stopped herself from clinging onto the ropes. Reversal from Jade into a DDT. Jade Cargill thinking of doing something risky. Now up to the ropes and a crossbody. And now off the ropes again, and now that big boot finally sinks in. Jade Cargill trying to put it away, trying to win the briefcase right here tonight. Has it sinked in? Jaded! Cover to win the briefcase! And she does it! Jade Cargill is now Ms. Money in the Bank! How about that? We all thought this was so one-sided. We thought that Maya had this in the bag. But that doesn't mean that Jade Cargill had fight. She put everything out on the line and walked away victorious. Say hello to your new Miss Money in the Bank. And you can only imagine how scared shitless Roxanne Perez now is.
And Miss Money in the Bank, Jade Cargill.
There it is. Hold it up loud and proud, Jade. Congratulations as we now move in to tag team competition. Here we go, the tag team match that a lot of people have been waiting for. As DIY come forth. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. One of the best tag teams in NXT history.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match. And at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
The two men that have been giving grief to our Cruiserweight champion for the number of months now. But they might finally get what's coming to them because Ilya Dragunov has found a tag team partner, or correctly should I say, has re-found a tag team partner. In the form of this man, a former ECW Tag Team Champion, is Rey Goddamn Mysterio! Good to have you back, Rey. Good to have you back.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio, as we know, got attacked by the Kings a number of months ago, was out of action, but returned last week to aid his former tag partner in trying to fend off DIY, and that's what led to this match being booked. Both teams former tag team champions, but only one of them is the Mad Dragon, the Cruiserweight Champion, Ilya Goddamn Dragunov. A man that wrestles like he hates the very mat he fights on. And now more confident than ever that he has Rey Mysterio.
Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, the ECW Cruiserweight Champion, Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov marching down to the ring. We saw a few people behind him saluting him. Like this is his duty, like this is his destiny to finally be rid of DIY. To finally move on and find someone else to fight with the championship on the line. And of course, Dragunov as happy as ever. As we all know, he will point at the camera, show that grin, and that is his message to say that he is ready to fight. Here we go, Gargano, Ciampa, Mysterio, Dragunov. Match now officially underway. Immediately, DIY taking it straight to the former tag champs. Trying to show them that they are not nowhere near phased. And a cross body from Gargano taking both men out. Of course, Ilya, the title's not on the line. He doesn't need to focus as much, but at the same time, he wants to be rid of DIY from this whole situation. Rey Mysterio wanting to help out his friend, his former teammate. Who would have thought that this team would be so powerful after the Frankenteam Tag Team Tournament? But they quickly became a fan favorite, and they're showing full effect that here tonight. Snake Eyes to Gargano. We see Tommaso Ciampa bringing a steel trash can into play here. Now, reverse DDT by the Black Heart. Throwing and straight elbow first into Dragunov. Using the trash can, throwing it on Ilya. As we see Gargano now. And a double feet onto the stomach. Right there, top rope to outside. As we see a neck breaker from Ciampa straight to Mysterio. Yes, Ilya and Rey have been a good tag team, but DIY, more experience, more knowledge in how to be a successful tag team. But right now, it seems that the others have a lot to say about that statistic. Rey helping out Ilya. with the trash can. Cover to Ciampa. Trying to put this away quick, but a kick out at 1. Now look at this. Ciampa using the steel trash can face first into the Cruiserweight Champion, and Rey Mysterio on the outside of the ring setting up a table for possible later usage. Gargano now getting a pin on Dragunov. Kick out at 1. Nowhere near done yet. Ciampa now throwing Rey across the outside, and now look at that. Ilya Dragunov going into a cover on Gargano, but Tommaso right there to break up the pinfall, and now we'll go into a pin of his own, and Rey will break up that pinfall and answer with a DDT. Gargano now back to his feet, but now we'll have to answer to the WWE Hall of Famer. And now, top rope and a coup de grace of his own. Tommaso taking that table that Rey put, now bringing it into the ring. Will he set it up or won't he? That's the question. Is now Rey kendo stick in hand to Gargano, as Ilya taking it straight to Tommaso Ciampa, throwing him into the ropes, and a high knee sends him down. And now the kendo stick on the other hand. Gargano now trying to throw some shade, and now look at that super kick. Now power slam by Dragunov, trying to go for a cover on Ciampa. Kick out at 2, and as you see, Gargano was ready to slingshot in and break up the pinfall, and a hurricane strike. The hurricane strike from Ilya, but Ciampa there to break up the pin attempt. Rey Mysterio again going shopping and finding the ladder of steel, as Ciampa, as we see, setting up that table. Hurricane Rana from Rey Mysterio, trying to go for a cover, and Gargano immediately slides into the ring and helps break up that attempt. Clothesline by Mysterio. Now what is Ilya thinking? Is this Henry steel trash can again? Now Gargano, top rope. What is Rey Mysterio thinking? He's thinking bulldog off the top rope. Ciampa into the steel steps by Ilya. Possibly trying to look to use the table, but Gargano stops him just as he could. Now face first into the canvas. Rey heading to the top rope. Frog splash that would make Eddie proud. Cover by Rey. But a kick out at 2 just as Ciampa got into the ring. And now I think these two will have a bit of an interaction. Ilya also into the ring as well. Going for Gargano, throwing him into the corner, and now will set his sights on Ciampa, and Ciampa with the underhook, fairy tale ending. Cover, Rey breaking up the pinfall, and look at Gargano. Gargano's craving blood, but more importantly, ash. As he lights the table on fire, roll up crucifix pin on Rey Mysterio, but that wasn't enough. The fans chanting, "This is awesome," and I can't help but agree. Now both teams trying to do what they can to possibly put the other through the goddamn table. But unfortunately the fire went out, the table's been folded. Ilya Dragunov a pin on Gargano, but Ciampa there to break it up. But will that put him in danger? Gargano's rolled out of the ring, and a Tower of Doom directly to Ciampa as Rey looking to fly high. Hurricane Rana, but look at that. Gargano caught him in a powerbomb spot. An STO by Dragunov. And now the steel chair in use. Over and over again on the Blackheart. And now DDT by Rey Mysterio. High knee by Ciampa. Will stop Rey from possible suicide dive. And look at this. Has Ilya up. Power bomb. But using the table against Ciampa. Both members of DIY trying to get back into the ring slowly but surely. Is now Ilya throwing Johnny into the official suicide dive attempt by Rey Mysterio comes up short. And now Gargano trying to bend the arm out of its socket of Dragunov, but Dragunov able to fight out of harm's way. Ciampa may have just taken Rey out cold. Now try to go for a typhoon. But look at this. Ciampa throwing him into the apron and answering with a DDT. All four men now back in the ring. Ilya could be out cold. All that's left is now Rey getting a neck breaker. Now face first with the chair. But Ilya back to his feet, trying to show people that he is the Cruiserweight Champion and what that means. Grabbing the table, setting it up now once again. Going back to Gargano. Hurricane Rana attempt by Rey Mysterio, and now Ilya Dragunov could possibly steal this match. Ciampa out, not able to break it up, and Ilya and Rey take it. Congratulations and welcome back, the team of Ilya Dragunov and Rey Mysterio, showing that you should never mess with a Cruiserweight Champion. What a match this was, giving people memories of the Franken Team Tag Team Tournament, how good those two were. DIY just couldn't cut it. As we see here, Rey Mysterio taking in a good amount of punishment. Right there, the Avalanche Bulldog. Frog Splash to give Eddie Guerrero a little bit of a mention there, but a kick out wasn't enough. German suplex there. Almost had it there for Ilya, but Ciampa right there to break it up. And this is where the inflection point was. The face first into the concrete. We thought that Rey was done. But congratulations to both men as they walk away with the victory. Both men celebrating their victory together. Welcome back. What the? Wait! What? What the hell are you doing, Ray? Forearm in the corner. What the? These two came together for this match. What the hell are you doing, Ray? Drop down and back up. What is happening? Face first with the chair. What? Why? Out of all things, why? Cross to the outside. And a dive. Now we'll just go up the ramp as if nothing happened. What just happened? After that shocking moment,
Contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Women's Championship.
Women's Championship on the line, the match we've been waiting the better part of 2 months for, as the woman from Chile, Stephanie Vaquer, comes into Canada. The woman that's been on the forefront of trying to take down Demolition's grasp on the women's division. And it all comes to a test tonight. Can Vaquer do the unthinkable? Can she pin Roxanne Perez? Vaquer ready as always. And of course flagged by the other two members of Demolition. It's that woman right there. I've heard through my headset some recent backstage conversations, as you will, about how Roxanne feels about Maya losing the briefcase to Jade Cargill. Roxanne Perez isn't as upset as you think she would be. The one person that is absolutely hammering down on Maya and her overall outcome on her match is Maya herself. She feels as she's failed in defending an opportunity at Roxanne's title. Maybe that's the reason why both herself and Cora Jade are out there accompanying Roxanne to this match for the Women's Championship, as we now go down to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie Hackett. And her opponent from Laredo, Texas, the ECW Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Here we go, the title being held off. Both women seeming to be ready. They've had over 2 months of preparation for this match. And here we go, Stephanie Vaquer, Roxanne Perez. Women's title on the line, and both of them immediately trying to run into one another. Leg drop catches Roxanne completely off guard. Now Stephanie Vaquer leg drop. Now using her upper strength. Remind people at home, it may not look it, but Roxanne Perez is only slightly higher than 5 foot. She is not a massive person. So the strength of Stephanie Vaquer, it will definitely come in handy against someone of a shorter stature. But that doesn't mean Roxanne is necessarily out of the fight just yet. Taking it directly to Stephanie Vaquer. She has scolded her for months, has said she's not worthy of the world title, says she's not worthy to be in the ECW women's division. Will she prove her right? Or will Vaquer upset all of Demolition in one fell swoop? So they're now on the outside, and Roxanne throwing over Vaquer. And now we'll go shopping for some weaponry. We've already seen a few good ones tonight. But now Kendo stick has been drawn to the face of Vaquer. Try to go for a second time, but came up short. Now Vaquer will try to punish. Throwing Roxanne across the outside area. Power slam. Successfully. Try to go for a running knee strike, but Roxanne able to catch it. Will answer with some strikes of her own, tripping Vaquer up. The other two members of Demolition watching as they go on as their de facto leader currently in this match. Now Roxanne Perez, a Russian leg sweep into the barricade. Roxanne must be feeling it. So now we see Vaquer. Top rope. Double axe handle on an unnoticed Roxanne Perez. We saw Cora Jade putting in another kendo stick crossbody. No, my apology, that's a goddamn sledgehammer. But Roxanne Perez is bleeding. And now look at this crossface from Vaquer, trying to retain the title. What a reversal by the champion. Throwing her into the ropes, drop kick, but Vaquer has other plans. Throwing her into the exposed turnbuckle corner that we can only imagine that Maya did. Cover to win the title, but a kick out at one. And now off the ropes. Well executed maneuver there by Stephanie Vaquer. To bring her up just to kick her back down again. Now Vaquer looking for another springboard crossbody. Doesn't seem to hit it this time, and now super kick is all that will meet her. And now Trying to go for a possible leg lock, but the other one kicking her directly in the face, loosening up that shot. Catching her leg, trying to do what she did before. Roxanne isn't going to have it. Now mounted stiff rights to the challenger as we see Cora Jade up on the apron, taking down the other padding of the turnbuckle. Cover by Roxanne. Cover, but a kick out at 1. And now look at this. Standing moonsault, well executed. Roxanne, cover. And just like that, Roxanne Perez continues to be the queen of the women's division. How about that? After all those months, Roxanne proved that Stephanie Vaquer was not ready for her, and then some. The prodigy continues to annihilate, and Demolition continues to stay strong.
Here is your winner, and still ECW Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Congratulations, Roxanne Perez, in retaining the title. And wait a minute. And wait a... What the hell?! What the hell?! Ruby Soho! Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan! The Riot Squad is here! This was not on my bingo card! And look at that! Seems like they're taking the fight straight to demolition. This has turned into absolute chaos. Liv Morgan and Maya Rogers, these two have history. Ruby Soho leading the charge. This could very much be our next pay-per-view match. Or a match we might save for War Games. Here we go, your semi-main event. And this has a little bit of explanation as the United Kingdom makes their way to the ring after the event of the last 2 weeks. General Manager Phil Brooks, CM Punk, issued to Liam Rogers that he will get both of the Kings, but in a tag team match, and that he will have to do what the Kings did at Clash of Champions that originally made him return. Liam Rogers has to find a tag team partner to take on his former proteges, his former faction members.
Is a tag team Extreme Rules match. And at a combined weight of 483 pounds, Ethan King and Wade King, the United Kingdom.
We haven't seen these two men in a proper match since the previously named Clash of Champions match, where they versed Far 2 Roman Reigns and The Rock alongside Liam Rogers. At that show is where we originally saw them turn on their former leader. And it is all led to this. Liam has his match, but who's he brought with him? Wait, no way! You're telling me!
And their opponents, first from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Outlaw Jackson Rogers!
Jackson Rogers! The former television champion! We haven't seen him since Bad Blood! The same show where he had 2 matches and one of them was against his own father. The match where we all knew that he wanted answers and that we hoped he got them. Well, it seems like he has, because he has had enough in his heart to team with his father against the men that helped him injure him last year. And that outfit obviously taking inspiration from Assassin's Creed. Looks like the Brotherhood of Assassins are wanting to fix their job and then some. What a shock this has been. Welcome back, Jackson Rogers. And thank you for trusting in your father once again. And speaking of the devil, the real deal heel comes forth. And look at him!
At 235 pounds,
Seems though the Brotherhood is very much in blood. Liam Rogers donning in the same gear, but in blue. Now this is what I'm going to call a high quality matchup. Here we go, the Kings, the Rogers. A match we never thought was going to happen, now officially underway. My apologies. Another check of the difficulties. But now look at this. Jackson Rogers super kicked away. King Hurricane Rana by Ethan. And of course, not to mention, these two men right here, Jackson and Ethan, these two had a war at WrestleMania last year, winning the ECW match of the year for their fight across for the television championship. These four forces in the ring at the same time, going toe-to-toe. As Wade taking chaos on the outside and a kick to the back of the skull from Liam Rogers to Ethan King. All Liam has wanted these last few months was to get his hands on the Kings. And he finally has it at the side of his own son. Well executed moonsault, and now the stiff hands from Rogers, and now look at this, straight there onto Wade King, cover by the Outlaw, but Ethan was able to break up the pinfall, and now catching him, reverse DDT. Wade King able to fight out of the grasp of Jackson Rogers, and now in another reverse DDT. Now Liam will go shopping, trash can in hand, realizing he has something else in mind. Superman punch directly to Ethan King. Now look at this, Wade King hoisting Jackson up, but Jackson fighting out of those grasps. And now look at that, and the Canadian Destroyer DDT from Rogers. And now Hurricane Rana again from Ethan King. And now we'll meet again with Jackson rolling over and trying to catch him, trying to go for a cover as Liam trying to compose himself on the outside, and now reverse into a pin by Jackson, and now reverse into a pin by Ethan as Wade trying to get back involved in this match as well. Now hoisting him up and a choke slam to Liam Rogers. Now Wade stalking across, and now has Liam Rogers up. Burning hammer! And now Jackson, seeing that pin's in office, and helps break up the pinfall, helping his father out. Throwing Wade into the ropes, trying to go for a drop kick, but gets pushed out of harm's way. And now look at that, the air that Jackson just got, and now Ethan trying to do something here with Liam, but Liam snaps out of it. Liam now bankrupt! Bankrupt, and a razor's edge from Wade King, breaking up that pinfall, and now will set his sights on the real deal heel. And now Liam may be in trouble here. Wade King hoping him up for another last ride. Reversing out of harm's way as Ethan getting back in the midst of it. Liam trying to use his wrestling knowledge to his advantage as Ethan King goes back to the outside, possibly shopping for some more weaponry. Jackson saying, hey, let's trade opponents. Liam now strikes heavy into Ethan on the outside, and now the headbutt into the suplex combo for Jackson to try to sneak away with the win here, but a kick out at 2. Try to go for a buckshot lariat to the outside, but Liam came up short. And now look at this, ripcord knee. The Rogers are taking the Kings to school and then some. Sling blade by Jackson. Ladder being brought forth by Liam as now he sets his sights on Ethan King. Power bomb into the knee combination as Wade King throwing Jackson around like a rag doll. And now a kendo stick in use. Tripped up by Ethan though. And now Jackson will again throw him directly into the steel steps. Sledgehammer in use now. Try to go for a splash maneuver, but didn't quite get it all. And now Wade King being taken to school by Jackson. These two have had a match before, and that was something to remember. And now hoisting Ethan up. What is he planning to do? And a Phoenix! The one in the chamber on the outside concrete floor. Now Ethan thrown into the ring by Jackson. Putting him back first. Face. Directly meeting into the boot. Now crucifix pin by Liam Rogers on a Wade King to steal a victory, but a kick out at 2. Hoisting Wade up. And now some Australian strikes, and now suplex. And now gearing it up. Looking for it. Real deal heel cover to get the victory. Super kick on the outside, but it wasn't enough. Almost having Ethan eliminated from the equation. But now both Kings and Liam share the ring. And a clothesline from hell. Cover on Wade. And he gets the victory. And he gets his revenge. What a reunion for the Rogers family. Taking out the Kings, hopefully for good. How about that? The teamwork between father and son. Full effect. Hopefully they are on good terms. Hopefully this was not a one and done. Because I think a lot of people would love to see the Rogers family, the Rogers boys, possibly go for those tag team titles. The masked men better watch out. And here is what it took. The real deal heel directly to Wade King, and had a super kick to Ethan. Almost had it right then and there. But all it took was one last clothesline from hell to secure the victory.
Here are your winners, the Outlaw Jackson Rogers and Liam Rogers.
Congratulations to the Rogers family as we now move in to our main event. Here we go, our main event for tonight.
The following contest is a special referee match and is for the ECW Championship.
That's right, special guest referee, but who will it be? Oh God! What better special guest referee than our general manager, the voice of the voiceless, Phil Brooks, CM Punk!
Please welcome the special referee for this match, CM
CM
Punk.
Punk, he's the one who issued the special guest referee stipulation. The fact that these two have been at a war with each other for the number of months, war one-sided than the other. CM Punk stated a special guest referee must be in place, and that turned out to be himself. And there's an extra stipulation on this match that if AJ Styles is to lose here tonight, he is not allowed to challenge for the world title ever again as long as it's around the waist of the Chosen One. But how about that? The man who made his debut at Summerslam here to main event and be special guest referee. But let's have a look at the men who will be fighting tonight. And it seems that AJ Styles has turned back the clock. He has brought in total non-stop action. The very attire that he wore that rose to superstardom within TNA. Styles has really brought it back. Multiple TNA Heavyweight Championship runs with that very attire that he has donned for this match. The man who believes it is right, it is his privilege to be the world champion of ECW, that he believes that's unfair for Jai to be holding that title. This is his last chance to rip it from his cold, dead hands. The phenomenal one seems ready. But let's see how his opponent is coming into this match. Here he is, the Chosen One, the ECW Champion, seeming to give some huge respect to Vancouver, Canada. Donning the sunglasses, the pink and black, to honor the Hart family. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Natalia Neidhart, all of them honored by the ECW Champion. Or for one night only, the Hitman. Jai Phillips right now on a record-setting ECW heavyweight title run. And we crunched the math last week. Jai is one match away from becoming the longest reigning champion. All he needs to do is walk out of tonight. And there it is. That is what it's all about. As we now go down to the match for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 255 pounds, the ECW champion, the chosen one, Jay Phillips.
Title now being handed off to the official of this match, CM Punk. Punk hoisting the title high. And here we go. AJ Styles, Jai Phillips for the ECW Championship. Main event of SummerSlam officially underway. Immediately Styles forearm attempting, and now a crucifix pin by Jai Phillips. And now Punk trying to do the count, but a kick out at 1. Flying forearm. And may I note that though CM Punk is our special guest referee, extreme rules are in play. Weapons completely illegal, as is the ECW way. Styles trying to get into this match rather quickly, trying to get out of right out of the gate, trying to possibly twist the neck of Jai Phillips. Now trying to toy with him, trying to pull basically a Dolph Ziggler, saying it should have been me. Roll up pin by AJ Styles. Kick out at 1. Now a roll up pin of Jai. Jai now. Kick out at 1. And as we were saying, all Jai needs to do is retain here tonight, and he will become the longest reigning ECW champion, beating the record of the man who's, funnily enough, refereeing this match in the form of CM Punk, beating Kenny Omega for the belt and going on to become the longest reigning champion, only being stopped by Liam Rogers. But now Jai throwing AJ into the room, and a stiff right will send him right back down. And now, time to go shopping for some weaponry, and he is doing a Dudley and getting the table. These two just stalking each other. And AJ Styles says no to Jai Phillips, shutting down his idea of the table. But now Jai hoisting him up. And a fake out stiff right. Kip up from Styles, arm drag on the outside as Punk watches on. Again, general manager trying to stay neutral. And the fans chanting that they still want tables. Jai Phillips, caution into the wing, double axe handle. Now, Jai trying to hold on to Styles, but Styles will break away. And now an enziguri to the chosen one. And now Styles seeming to add some good punishment here to Jai Phillips, like he has been for the last 2 months, running on his matches, hitting forearms. Styles clashes. But now, both men reversing in on each other's offense. And now, AJ, knee straight to the back of Jai Phillips' skull. And now the stiff rights to the chosen one. Moonsault, but it didn't connect. Now, AJ seeming to be a lot in control here over Jai Phillips. Pele kick. Now, try to go for a forearm there, but Jai back to his feet and a side kick. Straight to the midsection, throwing him down. Needs to try to do those colors proud. Reversal by Styles. And into the ropes and a drop kick will send Jai down once again. Now going for a pin. The kick out at 1. Nowhere near ready yet to go. But Styles will go for some shopping of his own. Steel chair now in play. And a face first, busting Jai open. And now thinking that a good head-induced trauma will do the trick, but no, a kick out at 2. You notice that Styles getting more and more frustrated as he goes on. But now Jai in possession of that steel chair. The long ladder separating the two. Try to possibly throw it against him, and now stiff right. And now Jai throwing him head first into the ladder, propping him up. Will he use this time to get some breathing time, or will he throw some stiff lefts to the Phenomenal One? Now, I think both men have officially snapped in what they're able to endure and what they believe is rightfully theirs as Styles now from behind. But Jai able to get a little bit of momentum away from him. Try to go for a drop kick, but AJ out of harm's way. And now look at there's a calf crusher on the outside. Will not count though. Is not false count anywhere. That elbow to the spine definitely was not pretty for AJ Styles. Thrown back into the ring. Now what is Jai thinking? He's thinking he's using that steel chair. Quickly back into the ring, but Styles will meet him there, wrestle him, try to get rid of that steel chair. Bam, non-factor, reversal from Jai though. But now look at this, out of nowhere, Styles now! Styles clash! Cover to win the title, but a kick out at 2 from Jai Phillips. Reversal now, but throwing the chair directly into Jai Phillips' face. The face that's already bleeding. Reversal now onto the ladder. Jai taking this moment to regain his composure. A moment to breathe. Smart play by the Chosen One. But now trying to go for that suicide dive. But AJ getting back into the ring. And now Styles a little bit now too cocky. And now this might bite him. Back in the arse. Styles clash from Jai Phillips. Cover to retain the title. But a kick out at 2. Using his own move against him. That's the same way he won last time at Bad Blood. Try to use the chair. The reversal, and now as we see Jai Phillips' blood now staining the ring. Now reversing onto the ladder. And again, Styles getting cocky. Styles almost stalking Jai as he gets back up onto his feet. Now will enter back into the ring. Sidestepping. Jai now in a good position. Jai has Styles up. Flatline to retain the title. Cover. But a kick out at 2. Not enough. And now off the ropes, and a well-executed strike there. Again, Punk just looking on as all of this is happening. Stiff left from Phillips. Phillips, blood everywhere. And the steel chair once again in the hand of the Chosen One. Jai Phillips has snapped. Jai Phillips has been sick of AJ Styles doing this week in and week out, as Styles now going for the cover. But a kick out at 2. Now reversal. Phillips now caught by Styles. Up now, but a reversal! Neck breaker looked like Jai was going to reverse, but AJ had it just a moment too soon. And now again, just adding it more to that cut on the face of Jai Phillips. And now another ladder being brought into play here. A power bomb on that is not a pretty feeling, ladies and gentlemen. And now reversal and a shot to the midsection. But another shot, AJ. Both men going counters for counters now. These two have had enough time with each other. They know each other's tricks. Superman punch! Dropping it down. Spear! Spear! Cover! Jai to become the longest reigning champion, and he does it! Jai be rid of Styles for the last time!
How about that? Just when you think that Styles had it in the bag, Phillips took him to the limit, blood dripping from his skull, and still walks away with the gold. He has done the Hart family proud. Right here was the first point of taking Jai seriously. A Styles Clash, the move that won him this match at Bad Blood, wasn't enough this time. And then catching him out of nowhere, hitting the flat line. That would have been it for most people, as you see Jai there just wanting to keep him down. It just wasn't enough. And this was the near fall that had us all worried. But it all came to point here. Superman punch. And into the spear. To remain your ECW champion.
Here is your winner, and still ECW champion, the chosen one, Jay Phillips.
How about that for Jai Phillips? And wait a minute, CM Punk's coming back to the ring.
Here we go, CM Punk coming back into the ring to congratulate his champion. Congratulate him on winning this match. Jai, of course, over the moon. And, wait, what the hell? Wait, what the hell? What the hell, Punk? What are you doing? Go to sleep on Phillips! What the hell? What are you doing, Punk? Going up for a second one! Go to sleep once again! CM Punk's going, but look at that! He's just called down! That's the Masked Men! The Masked Men! Coming in and now brutalizing Jai Phillips! What the hell? CM Punk just brought in the Masked Men, your ECW Tag Team Champions, no less. And now they're beating down the champion. What the hell are these two doing? We still have no idea who the hell these two are. And now a crossbody outside. This is rich. Wait a minute. Are the Masked Men working for CM Punk? Are the Masked Men in cahoots with CM Punk? And wait a second, the masked men just took their masks off! Who the, what the, that's Wade King! That's Wade and Ethan! Wade and Ethan King! What the hell? What the, Wade King now has him up! And a lost ride! Ethan and Wade King, we saw them 1 match ago versus the Rogers. But now they've been the masked men this whole time. They've been the men. They are our tag team champions. Full Metal Jacket. And now again, Wade King with another lost ride. Double axe handle as well. What the hell? They just gonna leave Jai to their own devices? Wait, what the hell? Adam Cole with the briefcase in hand! Was this orchestrated? Was this planned? Was this a ploy by CM Punk? The match officially started for Adam Cole, and now look at this. Adam Cole, lost shot by Adam Cole, and just to seal the deal, he's going one more and a lost shot. Cover for the title. And we have ourselves a new champion! Adam Cole cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase! The history between these two regarding a briefcase has just come into fruition! Jai Phillips just got screwed!
ECW champion and cool.
I guess with that being said, that's been SummerSlam! Thank you so much for tuning in! We will have a lot to answer for next week! I've been Scott Silver, and I will see you when I see you. Take care!